giving tax, providing tax, imposing tax, that is called levy. Continuous supply of services means supply of service notified by the central or state government. Taxable supply means which are not exempted and you are supposed to calculate tax on that. Inter means within the one state to another state. Intra means within the state. Hello everyone, this is your Adasa here, lecturing Vidhyaashram First Grade College, the Temple of Excellence. So we are in the session 1 of your new topic of indirect taxation. Under indirect taxation, we are discussing about the topic called levy and collection of tax. Maybe you are fed up of all the theory topic what we did in the first unit and second unit. Your first and second unit almost it is theory only. In the third topic called levy and collection of tax, we have almost 25% theory and 75% problems. Now, what kind of problems you will get in this and what type of theory? Everything we will discuss in today's session. Now, the agenda is very simple. You have concept as well as definition. Definitions in the sense, we are not doing any problems in today's session. First, we'll understand the concept. Later, we'll go for normal problems. These are the topics which are included in your this particular unit. So before I start unit, I wanted to introduce the few topics there in your topic called levy and collection of tax. Now, so these are the topics which are included, like your scope of supply. You know that what is supply. Supply means what? In the previous session, I have explained you in the definition 1. Supply means any supply, it can be for consideration other than consideration also. In case of consideration, any sales happened, supply. Any barter system like exchanges, supply. Transfer, supply. License issue, supply. Lease, supply. And rental, supply. Disposal of your asset, that is also called as supply. But whatever I have told you, all the 7 points, all are called as supply with consideration, with money. And few things are there which are supply without consideration. Supply without consideration means what? Like the few things which are like permanent transfer, or if you are related party like your cousin or somebody, you are giving for lesser price, less consideration, or without consideration. All comes under your supply without consideration. Now, and these are the topics you have in the levy of GST. Which are those topics? Like levy of GST, and levy of GST in the sense giving tax, providing tax, imposing tax, that is called levy. Now, liability of tax payable person. So, tax payable person means what? The person who takes part, pay tax is called tax payable person. Next, rate and value of tax. Normally, what are the rates we have? We have 0%, 5%, 18%, 28%. These and all we call it as rates of your GST. Now, meaning and conditions of supply. You know almost what is supply actually, and we will understand what are the conditions of supply also. So condition of supply means what? It must be taxable one, it must be movable. Many things are there. I'll come back to that while doing that particular topic. List of transaction without consideration. List of neither a supply of goods nor supply of services. These are the things we already done in your previous session. That's why I don't want to repeat that. Again, I'll repeat. Again, I'll tell you. These are the things already we have done. That's why I don't want to repeat that. Why? Because I have done supply without consideration, supply with consideration. Both we have completed in the definition part. We will not repeat this. but we will do only the types of supply in today's session. Meaning and treatment of mixed supply. Meaning and treatment of composite supply. Mixed and composite supply we completed in the definition part. Please go back and prepare for that. Your composition and mixed we have done in the previous session. What is composition? I gave you example of like you purchase a bike, along with bike they will give you 5 years insurance, and you take a bike, along with that they will give you medical kit, and they will give you toolkit, they will give you 4 years warranty, and along with that the service manual also they will give you. All comes along with the main product. We call it as composite supply. If you buy a TV of 40 inches, along with that they will give you small stand also. Along with that they will give you insurance copy, manual copy, all called as your composite supply. Now, what about mixed supply? Mixed supply also we have completed in the definition part. Go to session 6, you will understand better. In that, what happened? In that topic, what we will do, like mixed means like I gave you example of Johnson baby kit. In the Johnson baby kit, what happens? You get small comb, you will get mirror, you will get soap, cream, all powder, everything you will get in the single box. That is called mixed supply. Different. And one more I can give you, marriage related gift. Like if you get a bride groom kit, in that what you will get? You will get belt, tie, shoe, your slipper, and your shirt, pant, everything in a single kit. We call it as your mixed supply. Now hope you are clear. Yes. Reverse charge mechanism. I'll take one complete session for reverse charge mechanism because we have problems on reverse charge mechanism. And the last one, composition levy, almost we have done. And composition levy, we have different percentage also. I'll tell you which are those. Like we have 1%, we have 5%, 1 and 5%, like trade manufacturing purpose, and like your restaurant we go for composition, it is 5%. Manufacturing composition scheme, it will be 1%. So some trader or dealer, again they will come for 1%. These are the composition scheme percentages. We'll come back to these percentages later, not now. Next, types of supply. In today's session, we are talking only about the types of supply. The supply can be classified on the various basis, but will not go according to basis. So all together in a single one, we go for types of supply. Now, first one is taxable supply. Taxable supply means which are not exempted, and you are supposed to calculate tax on that. It may be 0%, 18%, 5%, it may be your 28% also. All the percentages comes under your taxable supply. Now, we'll go for the first one, the first type of your supply, that will be taxable supply. Now, taxable supply refers to supply of goods or services which is chargeable to tax under GST Act. You know what is GST Act, made on 2017. According to that, the tax is levied. Supplies which are exempt are subject to nil rate of tax will not be treated as taxable supply. If it is a zero rated, if it is nil rated, if it is an exempted one, then those things will not come under taxable supply. Exempt supplies shall be included for the purpose of computing the aggregate turnover. Remember, even though it is exempted, even though it is special economic zone, even though it is export or import related supply, even though it is nil rated, we will take it under aggregate turnover, but we will not take it under your taxable supply. Now, determine the threshold and composition limit. We have composition limit also. Threshold means what value, like in the direct tax we have like up to 2,50,000 you are not supposed to pay tax. In this we have threshold limit. Threshold means the maximum limit. Now, exempt supply. What is exempt supply? Exempt means which are not taxable. Again, I'll repeat, which are not taxable. We call it as exempt. Exempt supply means supply of any goods or services which are not taxable under the GST Act and includes such supply of goods or services which are specified in the schedule to the Act or which may be exempt from payment of tax under the section 10 of the GST. Exempt means what? Which are not taxable. Then zero rated supply. Why there is a difference between exempt and zero rated? See, both are same only. There is no tax here. There is no tax here. But still why there is differentiation? Exempt supply you cannot claim input tax credit. Zero rated you can claim input tax credit. What is input tax credit? Whatever tax paid on purchases you can claim. Whatever tax paid on purchases you cannot claim. Hope you are clear. Whatever tax paid on purchases you can claim in case of zero rated. Whatever tax paid on purchases you cannot claim at the time of sale. You cannot do that, but here you can do that. Now, zero rated supply, supply of any goods or services on which no tax is payable but credit of the input tax related to that supply is admissible. Hope you are clear. Yes. Export shall be treated as zero rated supply. Zero rated supply will be treated as taxable supply. Hope you are clear. Yes, yes. This is all about your three types of supply. Still we have, but the major one is what? Taxable, exempted and zero rated. The next will be composite and mixed supply. Please go back to session 6 of your definition chapter. In that I have explained you with examples, with detailed explanation I have given you what is composite and what is mixed. Very important actually. Never miss that class actually, because in that with example, with diagram I have showed you what is composite and what is mixed supply. Continuous supply of goods. It is one of the most important one in this. Continuous supply of goods means a supply of goods which is provided or agreed to be provided continuously or recurrent basis for more than 3 months under a contract for which the supplier invoices the recipient on a regular or periodic basis. Continuous supply of services means supply of service notified by the central or state government and provided or agreed to be provided continuously or recurrent basis under the contract for a period exceeding 3 months. This is the reason I read all the sentence. Now, when do we call it as continuous service? Like, you're providing food service to somebody and you're giving everyday food for more than 3 months. Again, I'll repeat, you're providing food every day for more than 3 months. If you are giving anything for more than 3 months, that comes under continuous supply. Hope you are clear. Anything which is provided for more than 3 months, we call it as continuous supply. Now, with periodic payments obligation, a few example of continuous supply can be supply of bricks for construction, security services. Security services means what? Like there is a contract basis. You have to work for more than 6 months, more than 1 year. Exactly after 1 year, the contract will be closed. Somebody will be joined. But as per the rule, you have exceeded 3 months. You have exceeded 3 months means this we call it as continuous supply. supply of water can on weekly basis, annual maintenance contract, and telecom and internet. Like, so continuous supply in the sense we can go for this also. Like, you have a Airtel broadband. Now, what happens? Every 3 months you are supposed to recharge. Means every 86 days you are supposed, 81 or 84 days you are supposed to recharge again. Similarly, every 56 days, every 24 days, 28 days, these kind of services, whatever they give, if it exceeds 3 months, if you are using the Airtel network for more than 3 months, it is a continuous service. Hope you are clear. Yes, this is all about your continuous supply of goods or services. The next one, inter or intrastate supply. So inter means what? Inter means within the one state to another state. Intra means within the state. Remember, intra stands for within the state. Mysuru to Bangalore, Bangalore to Hassan, Hassan to Hubli. All we call it as intra. Wherever intra-state comes, we always go for CGST, SGST. Hope you are clear. Yes. Wherever inter comes, always we go for IGST. Hope you are clear. Yes. This is what actually we call about. Now, the location of the supplier and the place of supply determines whether supply is treated as intra or inter. So how do we get to know whether it is an intra-state, intra-supply or inter-supply? Now, if you have done Mysuru to Delhi, it is called as inter. If you have done Mysuru to Bangalore, it is called intra. Hope you are clear. Yes. Now, deemed supply, again the same thing. You go to your session number 16 of your definition topic. In that, I have explained you about deemed supply. If I do it again, it will be repetition for you. One who are watching continuously, for them it is a repetition. If I do now, I can tell you in a single sentence. Supply means what? Again the same thing, like your sale, transfer, your exchange, rent, lease, your license and your disposal, all comes under your taxable or supply with consideration. Supply without consideration is called as deemed supply. Hope you are clear. Supply without consideration or supply under less consideration, we call it as deemed supply. Hope you are clear. Yes. So I'll go back to all these slides so that you can take screenshot. Later we'll wind up the session. So these are your syllabus part. These are your types of supply. These are your types of supply, continuation. Your types of supply, continuation. So this is all about your types of supply with explanation. These are the types more than sufficient for your examination and these are for 10-mark question. So never skip these things because easy to remember and easy to write also. And I'll give you a clear picture about your question paper once we're done with your syllabus, because in between if I give it will be confusing for you. You have to watch all the sessions. At the end we'll give a final output of your class as well as your requirement for your examination. Thank you.